So it took me a very long time to even muster up the strength and the courage to talk about this, but I feel it was very important, especially everything that's been going on, everything I've been talking about, and it just all ties in together. Basically on June 23rd, 2017, I got an abortion. And it was a very low time period of my life, especially all that was going on with my life. I had just lost my mom not even a year ago from the time I got an abortion, and nothing seemed to be making sense. Like, I just felt very depressed, like just everything was going wrong, and just the way it happened was just so just fucked up, basically. I got an abortion, but with the person that I thought I was going to marry, the person I thought I was going to be with, the person that I thought I was in love with, the person I thought would never hurt me, forsake me, damn sure wouldn't force me into an abortion. Yes, he forced me into an abortion, and I'll get to all of that in my story momentarily. I just feel even emotional thinking about it, but I've gotten through that segment and that stage in my life, and I have just grown so much from it. So that's why I'm willing to talk about it, and hopefully my story can help another young woman or a girl who's going through something similar. So basically, I was with my ex, and we had a rocky relationship. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it was all bad. It was mostly bad, but we had some good times, and we were together from the time I was 20. I wasn't even 21 yet. We got together when I was 20, and we were together till I was 23. So about 3.5 years we spent together. Boyfriend and girlfriend. Everyone knew we were a couple. We were a very public couple. We were both Greek. Me being a Delta, him being a Q. So we were kind of like an item around campus. Everyone knew that we were together. Everyone thought very highly of him, for sure. Very highly of him. I think I was liked as well, I guess. I don't know. But everyone thought highly of him for sure. So it was just really hard. So basically, we went to Miami in May. I ended up getting pregnant. We actually planned it. He told me, once we get back from this trip, you know what I'm saying, I want to have a baby with you. I want to start a family or whatever. You know, we've been together 3 years. We're both graduated from school. So I'm just like, okay, you know, it seems like it's good timing. Like I said, I just lost my mom not even a year ago. So I just had a urge or a sense in me that I just wanted to create and build a family, because I just felt I was missing that so much, because I come from an only child, single parent household. So once my mom died, literally my entire family died. And I know a lot of people can't even fathom that, because they probably have brothers or sisters, or they have another parent, but with me that just was not the case. And I never was super close to anyone. I had friends and stuff, but I was more just always been a very to myself person. So when my mom died, I felt very alone. So when he's telling me, oh, let's have a baby, I'm like, okay, you know, we've been together 3.5 years. We both were in school. We both are out of school, excuse me. We both graduated college. It's going to be okay. Of course, this is my boyfriend. Why would I think otherwise? That's like a dream. That's every girl's dream, right? So I ended up getting pregnant. I don't know I'm pregnant at this time. Let's fast forward a little bit. We got into a huge altercation. Those were the domestic violence papers and the subpoena that I posted, where he basically beat my ass, assaulted me in a hotel room, drugged me around, just whooped my ass. He was very abusive through our whole course of our relationship. But once again, I was just very a weak-minded person. And I didn't feel like I had anyone, which I really didn't, but I had myself. And that's something that I know now. I would never put up with anything like that again. But when you feel, or you have the perceived notion that you have no one, I think you are subject to more abuse. So you need to really watch for things like that, especially toxic people. They'll be very willing and eager to jump on opportunity like that. They see the insecurities in you when you are feeling like that. So basically, I'm getting off track. Excuse me. Fast forward, the domestic violence happens. It's a lot going on with that. I ended up finding out I'm pregnant. I let him know that I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because I got pregnant before all the domestic violence and all that shit happened. And I'm just by myself at this point, very alone. Because we were both living in Kalamazoo at the time, but he ended up moving back to Detroit once all that domestic violence shit happened. So it's just me in Kalamazoo by myself. And like I said, I spend a lot of time alone. So when I let him know that I'm pregnant, he just completely cut me out. Like, just stopped talking to me completely. Completely. And I took a plan B after I conceived, when we had sex and I got pregnant, but it didn't work, obviously. And when I tell him I'm pregnant, he's just like completely shutting me out. So I'm thinking like, oh, this isn't gonna last that long. He's probably just scared or nervous, or because, you know, we've never been through anything. This is my first pregnancy. But I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be like this forever. This is just his initial reaction. Like, there's no way, because he wanted this baby. He told me he wanted this baby. He got me pregnant, obviously, and we've been together so long. Like, there's just no way this is gonna go right, is what I'm thinking. Wrong. Basically just very abusive to me the entire time, verbally, this whole time. On top of ignoring me, he's having his brother call me repeatedly, threatening me, harassing me. No one knows what's going on. I'm keeping this to myself. No one knows I'm pregnant. So the only people that know that I'm pregnant at this time is me, his little brother, and him, obviously. I'm trying to tell his parents, but he's doing crazy shit, like disconnecting the house phone, making sure that I can't, you know, I'm already 2.5 hours away, so it's not like I can just go knock on their door. He's threatening me every day, telling me that he's gonna do things to me if I don't get rid of the baby. Him and his brother are calling my phone nonstop, telling me to kill the baby, kill the baby, kill the baby. And I'm just like, I just can't believe this is going on. Like, I just can't believe this shit is going on. So I'm just like, wow. Fast forward, now I'm at about 5.5 weeks pregnant at this point. He's still harassing me. The only time he calls me is to harass me, and then he'll block me. So I have no way to get in contact with him. It's basically just a game at this point. He's controlling everything. He's making me feel low about myself, telling me to kill myself, telling me to kill the baby. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't give a fuck about the baby. He wish I would die. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a hoe, I'm a slut, I'm a bitch. He hates me. His brother is calling me saying the same shit. And I just felt, it was just bullying me. They were just bullying me into this. So he tells me, yeah, you have to get the abortion. So they ended up driving to my house. His brother drives him to my house in Battle Creek from Detroit. So that's about a 2-hour drive. Because I'm living I have an apartment in Kalamazoo, but I'm also from Battle Creek. So I'm in Battle Creek at the time at my aunt's house. They drive he prints off the abortion papers first and foremost. And because I don't even want anything to do with this, but I feel so bullied, so pressured. I have no one at all at this point. And, this is just so hard. I'm sorry. I have no one at all at this point. And I'm just like, okay, this is just too much. This is just way too fucking much. He's driving to my house with his brother, harassing me, threatening me. He obviously doesn't want this baby. And I've never been through anything like this, but I don't want to go through this. Like, I just don't want to go through this. I feel so bullied into making this decision. I was unable to come to this decision on my own. He made it for me, him and his brother. So they drive to my house. And he ends up driving me back to Detroit. I get the abortion in Detroit. His brother trails us to the abortion clinic, and he's driving he's driving my car or whatever to the abortion clinic. He doesn't say anything to me the whole time. I'm just like in tears. Like, I just cannot believe that my boyfriend of 3 years, who I thought I knew so well, who I thought I was going to marry, who I thought I was going to build a family with, who I thought loved me, and who everyone thinks so highly of. So it's like, I can't even explain this to anyone, because no one's going to believe me. They're going to always think he's the angel or he's the saint. So we get to the abortion clinic, and it's just very cold feeling in there. He's actually sitting in there with me. It's a cold feeling. I'm letting him know, like, I really don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I do not want to kill my baby. Like, I don't want to do this. And he just doesn't. It's still lack of compassion. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He ended up paying for it. I went to the back room. It felt like it was the most disgusting feeling I ever felt. It was just very cold in there. It was a doctor who felt it had death just all over himself. It just smelled like death in there. It felt like death in there. The energy was just death. And it was just very painful experience to go through. I just felt so dirty. I felt so alone. I instantly regretted it. And then I had to drive my own self back 2 hours. On top of that, I'm in pain, I'm bleeding a lot. He doesn't call me, check up on me. And the next day is his birthday on the 24th. And it's also Western's graduation. So I'm on Snapchat and I just see him just living his best life. Everyone oblivious to what I'm going through, what just happened to me. He's living his best life, happy, while I'm bleeding, and I just had an abortion, and I have no one, and no one knows that this is going on. And I just feel so disgusting with myself. Like, I feel so disgusted with myself. And I just can't believe that somebody who tells me that they love me is doing this to me. So fast forward, I ended up getting through that. So I thought I study abroad in London the next month in July, and London just changed my life. It just opened my eyes to just so much new shit. I started talking to the person that I'm with now in London. He reached out to me, and we've been together ever since, and we've been talking ever since. The man that I have my child with now. When I get back from London, he's like, my ex is like feeling bad, I guess. And not really, but he's claiming he feels bad. He's regretting what happened. So I agree to meet up with them like a week after I get back. And then August 3rd, as I'm with him, I'm having just terrible cramping. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding blood clots out. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is going on with my body? And this is like about not even 2 months since I had the abortion, about a month and a half, I guess, 6 weeks or something like that, 6-7 weeks. After I had the abortion, and I went back to the abortion clinic because I'm passing blood clots at night. I go to the abortion clinic as soon as they open because they don't answer the phone. Like, I'm like, you're supposed to answer the phone after someone has surgery. The doctor's supposed to answer the phone, but they don't. So I go in to get the checkup. And they tell me everything is fine, it's okay, this is normal. I'm like, this is not normal. Like, I know my body. This is not normal. I end up telling them, like, listen, like, you have to take me to the hospital. Like, something is terribly wrong with me. I go to the hospital and find out that the abortion was botched, meaning they didn't remove the entire fetus from my body. So what I was passing was the rest of like fetal material. So I had to, they prescribed me an abortion pill because I had a surgical abortion the first time. They prescribed me an abortion pill where I had to take it so that I could basically miscarry the rest of the fetus out. So not only did I have to go through this once, but I had to go through this twice. And by myself, he doesn't even like, it's just crazy. Like, no one's spending the night with me. He doesn't spend the night with me. He doesn't do nothing like that. And the fact that he still tried to be with me after this is crazy to me. And the fact that people didn't understand why I didn't want to be with this man anymore is even crazier to me. Like, y'all never know what somebody is going through. So after that, I'm just like worried for my health. Like, am I ever going to be able to have kids again? Am I ever going to be able to be in love again? Am I ever going to be able to have a family, a real relationship? Because I feel so damaged. Like, I lost basically my baby, my unborn child, and my mother within a year. And it's just so hard for me. And that's why I am the way I am sometimes. And I might come across as people like don't like me, but y'all really just don't know what a person deals with every day and what I be going through and what I've been through. And I try my best to just tell my story because I just hope like someone can relate and understand what it's like. And I hate to be on the internet crying and shit. I didn't anticipate or expect this to happen, but I'm just really feeling those emotions right now as I'm reliving the moment. So just the fact that he was trying to talk to me, and after that, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't want to be with them anymore. I didn't want to talk to him. I just couldn't believe that. And then as I'm getting the second time around, after I got the botched abortion, he's saying, oh, we can try again. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you still just don't get it. That we destroyed life. You still just don't get it. And I'm not here to judge anyone. Because hell, you probably gonna judge me for getting one. I'm not here to judge anyone for that. I'm just telling you my story and what I went through and what happened to me. so you can help you or the next girl make better decisions, because that's nothing to play around with. Abortion is very serious. Whether you decide to do it or not, I'm not the judge of that. I'm just letting you know it has consequences. Getting rid of life definitely has consequences to the actions. So yeah, the fact that he just still won't pay me back and he acts as if he didn't put me through all that bullshit, I just had to let it be known, because he was just going to keep carrying on and perping and living his life like he's an angel and like he's perfect, when he literally was the cause of the destruction of my life. I was able to rebuild from that, but he broke me down. Major, big time. He broke me down in so many ways. Forced me to get an abortion, bullied me into getting an abortion, then refused to pay me back my money. He just put me through so much, and I just wanted to share my story, like I said, to help the next girl out here, because this shit is hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially being black women in general, but especially black women. With health and shit, that shit is real. So I just wanted to share my story. I'm about to cry my lashes off. I just want to share my story, and hopefully it helps somebody out. And don't fuck with bitch ass niggas, because that's a bitch ass nigga, and he still owes me my fucking money. Pay me my money. You already put me through enough. That's what I'm just here to just air it all out and just put it on the floor. So thank you for listening to my story. I went really quick, even though I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. It went quick. I'm so happy I got that out. Until next time, till I decide to reveal something else about that chapters of my life.